Hello friends and family, I want to get you in on a target shooting session. So let's go. Let's see how we target shoot out here. Look at all these entries I'm putting in. My risk is low, so we can see a lot of these entries coming in. So watch, see how they're just coming in and going out like that, how quickly just go. Look how all those entries went in, out. Target practice. Okay, got kind of low there, so let's see, can we bounce up some? It wants to go a little lower. A little lower it wants to go, huh? All right, we still target. We still got some targeting to do. All right, see how those go in and out like that? See all those entries that go in and out just like that? $1.01. These things at $1.01, the volume size. So I'm not trying to do high risk here, but I'm throwing it in here because it just looks like there's potential for this thing to want to give you some good opportunities. And so I put you on just to see target practicing almost at its best. Now the price stalled out. So once it stalled out, then you stop when the target disappears. Then you stop shooting it. Okay. But once it reappears, then you start going right back at it. So that's what you saw just happening. All those trades go in, they enter in, and I have it at 4 pips. So each trade I enter, it's going to enter and go to 4 pips, or I'm going to take it out before 4 pips. But usually, if you look over here in the history, you can see all those $1.01. We just go look at all these. Went straight in and all for profit, 4 pips all the way through. 4 times 101 is 404. So you can see I'm hitting, look at all that. All these greens letting you know we're hitting profit targets. So look at this. This is at 1001 target practice. Target practice at its best. I had this down at 0.001, getting used to where the market was. And look at these, $22. Just hitting targets all through here. Look at this. Look at all these green lines that let you know we're hitting our targets. You know, so the target practice like this. If all I need is 5 pips a day to get my profit, how many times would I be doing that in a day? Look at all these targets. 4 pips each. If I change this to 5 pips, it's the same story. So I just wanted to show you that, what target practice can look like. So just in case you hear me say target practice, and then you know what I'm talking about. So let's see here. And why am I doing that? Because here we are. You see the big red bar here, the current bar here. It was above this blue line, moving very, very close to the blue line. So we knew that blue line was the magnet. So that's why you target practice. You see it moving to, momentum is pulling it, and the price is pulling it. The magnet is working. So before it gets there, you just keep targeting until it gets there. Now this is below there is where, the target moved away. We went below the blue line. So the question is, where are we going to go from here? Now this is Europe. Europe has entered in the market. It's like 4 o'clock now. They're in. Now I was in earlier trying to show you around, and we were up here, up in this stuff here. We were looking at these candlesticks, and we saw that we said that this had a price had to go above this before we thought it was going to give you a reversal. And so it went in this one. I didn't like this as a reversal signal, but ultimately this in conjunction with these 2 candles altogether gave us a powerful reversal doji, or a spinning top at the top of the range. And so it gave me an opportunity to see prices going down as Europe entered in and is pushing the market down. So all of these waves that went up here are now being wiped out in just a few bars as Europe gets in and throw its weight around. So that's where we are. So right now the price is sort of stopped at the bottom of this little candle here, and that's where it stopped. So if I wanted to take a small risk, I can target practice back up to this blue line, but certainly these blue lines down here are also close. So we can continually go to these blue lines, and I think these blue lines are in play because of the fact that momentum, this is a big bar, and momentum has pushed it down, and it challenged the low right there, which is a support level, and it went below that. momentarily. Well, I went almost right to it, so it didn't break it. So that's still in that support is still in play, but it's definitely trying to break through there, and it could give us one big jolt and go right through there, right down to these blue lines, because right now it's sitting right there at that level. You see the low of this right here. We see these prices up here. The low of this bar was at 99426. Well, the low of this bar is 99428. So we're very, very close to the bottom now. 25. It actually went below that. Yeah, it went below that now. So here we go. Let's go back to some more target practice, because look like we have the target getting ready to be hit down here. So here we go. We got the entries in. So there you go. Those entries went in and went out so quick. Now we have all these in. Now let's see. Let's see how quick these things hit and come back through. I put a lot in. No, I'm still at $1.01, so I'm not really too worried about whether the market moves away with this. But we're still in this key little area where we saw target practice was available, and we're thinking it's going to go in here and take these out. It just took some out, so there you go. So it took them all out. Target practice at its best. You got to love this stuff. I mean, because when you see it like this, it doesn't get much better than this. You know, it doesn't get much better than that. So you know, look at its falling. It's falling real hard like this. Look at this target practice. I went up to 51 just to see what kind of targets we can get out at 51. All right, let's see what we can do here now. I don't want to put too many in at 51 because it's heavy, but there we go. 51, we're still close to the blue line. The blue line is still in play. As you can see, the blue line is still in play. We moved below this, so this is why we're looking at our target practice over here, looking like we're still, there you go. You just saw that. It just hit those things and just took them all out. Look into history, all those $51 that I just put in, look at that, $204 each. You gotta love target practice. When you see stuff like this, it's like, I mean, how fast can you make money like that? You know what I mean? It's like, is this real? But when you look over here now, this is why we can do it. Because see what price is right now? It's touched the blue lines. When you know what it's going to do. Now, these blue lines aren't magically there. I put them there because I know where price is going to bounce. And when price gets to these areas, I want to be able to do what you just saw me do. Be able to adjust myself so that I can trade what seems to be high risk to you. But I mean, how many of them did I just lose? Look, if you say high risk, sound like I'm being risky. Let me ask you a question. Look at all these target practice shooting. One loss right there. Look at all this. Look at all this. How many losses you see in there? How many losses compared to these wins? So if you say that's risky, you're allowed to say that. That's up to you. But it's a calculated, managed risk. And this is something I can do when I have the value of seeing prices on a chart, as opposed to just seeing tick challenge, the tick chart where you just see this. You don't know, you can't do what I'm doing, target practice with this as comfortably as I can, because when I know where price is, you see right now, I can target practice on the way back up because it hits these blue lines here. If it hits these blue lines, it's going to get stalled up in here because the next junction point after it gets through this is all the way down here. So that's a big run. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit this, fumble around in here a little bit before it goes through this, but I think it's going to go up before it goes through to this. See? So I can now position myself to target shoot on the way up above this blue line here. Okay, so what I'll do is, when I see that, once again, I will come over here and I will change my risk to a lower risk, $1, and now I'll wait for some movement in the price, and then I start buying it. Do some target shooting on the way up. See whether I can get these to you know, see what's it going to do with these right here. All right, so let's just see here. Now we have these in for target practice. There you go. On the way up, it's hitting it on the way up. Does that sound like risk to you? For me telling you exactly what I'm going to do, and then I turn around and do it, and the market just does what it's going to do? How much risk does that sound like? All right. Look at all these entries just go in and out like that. See? Risky? Yes, it's risky. Everything is risky. It's risky when you sit down to eat a meal. You could choke over something and die. It's risky to eat food. It's risky to drink water. You might cough in the middle of drinking the water and go down into your lungs and cause you a coughing fit. That's risky. The point is, you manage your risk. When you learn what the risks are, you learn how to live with the risk and still do what it is you have to do. Take a look at what price has just done. Did you see what I told you? It went to the blue line. Now it's moving back up. This other blue line is in play now. You see, so this is the risk that I was target practicing on. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. When you know what's going on, hey, you do it. And let everybody else talk and say scam, say this, say whatever they want to say. They don't believe it. It ain't up to me. It's up to you, whatever you want to believe. I can't control what you want to say. I'm just here trying to show some of you what's possible. So when I come to you and tell you about the opportunity to make money, you need to understand some stuff. There are people out here much smarter than me who are trading, professional traders. They're much smarter than me. So making money is nothing. You see, I'm taking my risk down real low to do these things, but still, look on the day. You know, I'm only supposed to be making 6,000 today. I'm 4 times more than my daily amount. Look at this. You know, take this 26,599.59, divide it by the amount that my account was when I started today. I'm up 8.7% on the day, one day. So, you know, while everybody's saying what they say, I'm just over here doing what I do. That's all. I'm doing what I do. Okay? This is me, Migrant the Trader, and I'm in the trenches. And I'll bring you back in when I want to bring you back in and show you some more stuff. But right now, you know, I want to, there's, you know, high season for more target practicing because the market is trying to push back to this blue. See this blue line? The market is pushing back up to this blue line. And so it looks like we have some more targets to go for. So if I, you know, now I won't hit this as aggressively because I see right now there's a blue line that I have not drawn, which is right where price is right now. Remember this little, the bottom of this candle right here? The market did stop on the way down and now it's stopping on the way up right there. So we have to see what it wants to do at that juncture. And then if it goes above there, then target practices take you right out to this blue line right here and maybe even higher. So there you go. That's what we do. I wish you could be here so I could sit you down in the terminal and show you more things so you can get comfortable trading. If I show you a few things and if you just know when to do and when not to do and just do it as I tell you without really even know how to trade much, you'll be able to do a lot of stuff you see me doing right here. You might not feel confident in doing it, but if you just act like a robot and just when the situation shows like this, you do like that, and you just do it. Same kind of results as you see here. We gotta take profit set so that it won't go too far because the larger you set this, the higher the chances that it won't hit and take it out in one little swoop like that. I like those quick runs that run you and hit profit. That's why I keep it in a low range here. So when I finally get my brokerage, and I have my own terminal and my own software, my own brokers, then this will be like all day long. The monies I'll be able to make then without the games that I have to play right now with the broker and all that kind of stuff, it'll be like target practice. I'll be a marksman. You know, talking about, I might have to call it sniper, being, you know, I might have to create a system called it sniper because I'll see my targets and I'll hit them with large volume sizes. Money will be pouring in the coffers hand over foot. Stay tuned. I have this video I'm working on. I want to show you why I went from 3% a week to 10% a week. Stay tuned to that because it's pretty significant what's that doing. And here you see me approaching 10% in just one day, and I'm really set for a week. I'm trying to do it on a weekly basis. So 10% a week, as you can see, with target practice and everything like this, all you need is to find one target practice session during every day, and they're available every day. And once you find that, you just stage a practice shootout, and you get the few pips that you need. Only 5 pips. You get those 5 pips, and you shut down, and you're done for the day. And that's all you want to do, just stay like that. Hey, that's the best way, because then you won't be tied to the terminal. You come in, you get what you need, you go. But your life goes on and you're very well financed because those 5 pips at the volume sizes that you put them in at will be creating money for you left and right. So this is Mike Grant the Trader. I'll see you in the next video. The very next video I show you, I'm going to show you income projections with my 3% a week projection compared to my 10% a week projection. And I want you to see just what the numbers look like so you understand what I am doing and prepping you for. So when I pull the switch and I have my brokerage and I give you a call, there's no time to hesitate because I might just have a 3-hour window open for everyone who would say yes. Within 3 hours, I'll bring you on and your money will go through the roof. And those who say, they need some time to think, I'll say, great, you can think for the rest of your life because this opportunity is not available through me to you anymore. I've given you an opportunity. I've talked to you already. I've shown you. Now it's time for me to move. I'm not going to hunt you down to try to get you paid. If you can't see it, then you never will. It's not my problem. It will be yours at that point. So stay tuned. Listen and learn. So when I call you and say, look, I'm ready to roll, you better be prepared. That's it. That's all. Just be prepared. You know who I am. You see what I do. All right? Talk to you in the next time when I will show you some income projections that will get you to become a believer, a real believer. Bye-bye.